In my upcoming book on Holacracy, I wrote about my first encounter with Tony Hsieh of Zappos. And it was at a conference, and Tony came up to me after I presented Holacracy, and he said, "Will this help me run a self-organizing system? Will this help me run an organization more like a city?" And I shared that story and the dialogue I had with him as a result, and he was clearly searching. He was searching for something that would enable him to take his organization kind of up a level. And I think he was aware of the bureaucratic structure of companies today getting in the way, much more so than most leaders I talked to. He knew what he was looking for. He was looking for an answer to that question of how do we scale without bureaucracy? And he knew that it must look something like a city, and it must incorporate some principles of self-organization. And he was really curious about holacracy and what I had shared in my presentation because of that. And since then, he's stepped into holacracy for Zappos. And I find that the beautiful paradox of that is to shift a top-down bureaucratic control system to something that enables self-organization. Ironically, it takes the very thing we're trying to move past. It takes a heroic leader at the top who holds the authority to say, I'm ceding my authority into something different. I'm getting out of the way and creating the conditions for self-organization instead of just leading from the top. And that's exactly what Tony's done step by step as he's taken Zappos through the transition to a self-organizing system using holacracy. And I think the recent memo has been getting a lot of press out there, and kudos to Tony and to Zappos for taking that stance. It's not just saying we're going to do this, and if you like it, stay, and if not, get out. I mean, frankly, that's the message in any company. If you don't like the operating system, if you don't like the way the company is, of course you're not going to stick around for long. You're going to leave. But they had the kind of bold stance that says, if you don't like it, we will make it easy for you to leave. Because frankly, you're not going to stick around if you don't like the shift. If you're a manager and you're stuck in that mindset and you want to be a top-down manager, you're not going to last. You're not going to stick around. And that's going to slow down Zappos' shift to holacracy, and it's going to hurt that person too, ultimately in the long run, if the company's really committed to this. And I think Zappos is really committed to this.